I was fighting some demons. In the field, bitch, I'm deep in.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to GorgeouslyReal TV. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. And if you're, if you already subscribed, then like the video, comment on the video for sure, because I like to talk to you guys. I'm going to use the headphones for this video, so if the audio is too loud or if it's making any type of static type noise, please let me know and I won't use it again. But I'm more comfortable because I don't have to hold the phone in my hand closer to my face to do the video. Okay, so yesterday was my 31st birthday. Horrible birthday because of the pain. On the 21st, I was rushed to the hospital because I had a heart attack. And basically, the heart attack came from me just being in so much uncontrolled pain. And it just makes me think, like, what if I would have died January 21st? And then my birthday was the next day. Like, that would be weird to see on a headstone. Like, January 22nd, 1989, and then seeing January 21st, 2020. So that was really, really scary. I've been going through a lot spiritually, so I have not been doing videos with the spirit thing, and the pain. It's just been very, very, it's overwhelming. So I haven't done any videos because when I do videos, I get very, very passionate, and when I get upset about something, that triggers the sickle cell and it makes it worse. So I stopped doing the videos to try to, get it together. But I have to do this video because if I don't, I'm going to keep thinking about it. And if you're an empath, the way I am, when you know stuff and you don't tell that person, or you don't do a video or do something or talk to somebody about it, it's going to continue bothering you until you do. So that's the whole idea behind this video. I am an empath. I'm not a psychic. So do not ask me what I see in your future, because I'm not God. I don't do that. But what I can do is look at your picture and pretty much tell you what's going on with yourself and what you need to do to try to get, to get it together, as well as myself. So I'm not going to sit here like I have it all together, because I do not. And I just turned 31 yesterday. That does not mean you need to have a house, 2 cars, a dog, a fence, a wife, and a husband. That does not mean that. I am so sick and tired of society saying that if you're not at a certain point in your life by a certain age, then you're a failure. You're not a failure. You're only a failure when you don't try. That's when you're a failure. Other than that, what does age have to do with anything? Some people figured their life out and their calling at 17. Some may figure it out at 71, 41, whatever. But we all have different points in our lives where things will go good, because bad cannot last forever. I don't believe in that, especially with all that I go through. I just hold on to the hope that it can get better, and that it will get better, and that eventually I will be able to see and say with my life, like, okay, I'm past the bad. You're still going to go through stuff. It's not what you go through, it's mainly how you react to it. So that determines your character. Another thing that I want to say before I get into the video is that God does not condemn people. I am tired of seeing people say, well, you're going to hell because you're gay. You're going to hell because you're a sex addict. You're this, that, and the third. All of us have broken some of the 10 commandments. Some of us have broken all of them. That does not mean that God does not want anything to do with you. That does not mean He is not going to bless you. He is not going to listen to your prayers, because He is. And it is just very, very sad to be in this state of mind where I can see people wanting to become a Christian, or they're wanting to learn about spirituality or something, and they don't, because they meet someone who wants to call themselves a saint, and that person tells them, well, until you get your life together, God doesn't want anything to do with you. No, that's wrong. He told you to come as you are. So I don't care if you're throwing a temper tantrum every day. If you find yourself screaming because you're mad, get it off of your chest. Don't let anybody sit here and tell you that however you're acting is going to make God not want anything to do with you. No, he wants you to come as you are, as I said, and then as things go along, he will begin to change your heart and to change things within you. If you're a saint and you're out here telling people they're going to hell, you know you're going to hell, right? You know that, right? Because you're putting a stumbling block in front of somebody that obviously God may have put that person in your presence for you to get them on the right track. But instead of you removing the stumbling block, you're throwing it in front of them because you're saying stuff that is going to make them not want to know God. Christianity is one of the most hypocritical religions there is. I don't go to church, but I do read my Bible. I do my Bible studies. I do whatever I need to do. I don't need to go to a building to worship God. I don't know where that came from. It's pastors out here driving these expensive cars, and they're telling people in their church or whatever that, okay, if you don't give God, 10% today or whatever, if you don't sow a seed of $1,000, he's not going to bless you. That is BS. Complete BS. Because these people, some of those people that you're saying those things to, that might be their last bit of money for the week or whatever their situation may be. It could be their last amount of money for the week, for the month, depending on how they get paid. And now you're making this person feel guilty and feeling like if they don't do it, they're not going to get blessed or they're not going to get anywhere in life. So they're giving that money to you, and then you're going and you're driving off in your nice car. You're going to your 5-bedroom house, your mansion, your condo, whatever you're going to. And these people are going back to trying to figure out just how they're going to get through that week, that month. This is why I don't really even support churches anymore, because it's not even about God. It's about how much money can you give and how much you can kiss the pastor's butt. Nobody has time for that. That is not God. It's not. And you can get mad. You can feel how you want to feel. But what I'm saying, I only speak from my heart. I don't speak from ignorance. And I am just sick and tired of seeing these type of things because we're in a spiritual war right now. So it's like either you're going to be on God's side or you're going to be on the devil's side. But you can't be in the middle. You got to pick one. What I don't understand, why is it so easy to serve Satan, but so difficult to serve God? When God is sitting here, he's honest with you. He gives you what you ask for. And he's not saying, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to give it to you. But, you got, at the end of the day, you got to do this. You have to do that. That's not how that works. You sit there and you want to join Satan, just know, yeah, he's going to give you what you want in this life. But that next one, are you crazy? Is it worth it to you? Because it's not worth it to me. And this is why people, with all this stuff that's going on, they just doing anything to get a quick buck or to impress people, make it look like their life is a certain way. You need to impress somebody with yourself and God. That's it. If someone doesn't accept you for who you are, okay, well, bye. That's what I do. Goodbye. Yesterday was my birthday, and let me talk about one more situation. I was going to do a story time, but it's perfect for me to say this now because it's going to go into everything that I'm talking about. Okay, so like I said, yesterday was my birthday. I have been friends with a particular person who has sickle cell for a while now. We've been I would say friends because we never went a day without messaging each other, seeing if each other were okay, like, okay, what are you doing? How are you? What's going on? Those type of things. All right, so she's older than me. I just turned 31. This person's older than me by at least 6 to 7 years, okay? But being at how she still holds some type of innocence, I felt like I had to protect her in a way. because she still just had this innocence to her despite her age. So, I want to say not even 2 3 weeks ago, probably shorter than that, she, I guess started dating someone or something. But what she was telling me was that, her health was going bad. She needed another hip replacement because her hip got infected. She needed she needed to be back in the hospital because her pain was not controlled, or her medicine wasn't working, or she didn't have her medicine. So I would be that person that, okay, even though I'm basically in as much pain as you are, okay, I'll listen to you. I'll help you. It's not about me. So after she's invited this guy in her life, I looked at his picture and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you not looking? Can you not see? To me, all you gotta do is look into someone's eyes, and I feel like you can tell their intentions. So when I first found out about that situation, I was just telling her because she had a picture or whatever in the car, and I'm like, girl, if you're in all this pain, you need to be laying down. You need to be resting. You don't need to be, you know what I'm saying, out in a car and it's cold. And no, the cold affects sickle cell. The weather affects sickle cell in general because it affects me in a very bad way. So she reassured me that, okay, no, that's not how that went. And I guess he says I had just picked her up from the ER and took her home. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Like, obviously, he gets that she has sickle cell and he's being supportive. So, this just happened yesterday, day before yesterday, and yesterday, that I found out that my writing had been stolen by her. It was a case study that I was doing with other people who have sickle cell on the way that smoke affects us. It can turn into acute chest syndrome. It can turn into pneumonia. It's not good for us. But I'm noticing that a lot of people are like, you know what, F the narcotics, I'm going to smoke weed, or I'm going to go drink alcohol. And I'm just like, no. When you got sickle cell, you shouldn't be doing all of that because it's going to affect you. It might not affect you right away, but it's going to happen. And I know of someone who is currently in the hospital with pneumonia and acute chest syndrome. And this comes after 2 weeks of him drinking and all that stuff for his birthday. So my case study was working. It was accurate. But I didn't want to put names out there, but I'm pretty sure the people I did it with, like, they know who they are. So even though I don't tag them, it's not like they didn't know. I am also writing a book, we all know that, about sickle cell, everything I've been through. We know I've been working hard on that book. Super hard. It's my fault that it hasn't gotten published yet because I keep changing things, and maybe something new might happen in my life with sickle cell, and I try to add it into that. So that is why you have not gotten a published copy yet. But I do have the introduction to my book. And if you would like me to mail you a copy or whatever, just cash out me $1 because I had to do a lot of printing, like a lot. So if you want a copy of it, just let me know. Just send a Cash App, send $1 through Cash App or PayPal, and just say for the book. And then send me your address, wherever you want me to send it, or however many copies that you want, and I'll send it to you. I'm not that type of person who's going to be like, oh, you know what? This is the intro. Give me like $10, $30. No, it's $1. Printing is expensive, but I'm not going to go overboard with it. So I'm going to repeat one more time. If you would like a copy or copies of the introduction to the book, you can Cash App or PayPal $1, and I'll send it to you. Okay? I have someone working on some merch or whatever, so I'll let y'all know when that's done. But back to the story. All right, so he blocked her. They got into an argument, she says, and I got screenshots and everything. and I don't know if I'm going to put the screenshots in the video or not, or whatever. Everything that happened, I have screenshots. I have proof. So, she also told me that this guy, she sent me a video of him punching himself. Like he's punching himself and he's saying stuff, crazy stuff. Okay, like that's violent. Why are you sending that to her? Wait a minute, hold up. So I asked, I'm like, does he know where you stay at? She told me no. So in the back of my head, I'm thinking, how did he pick you up from the ER and take you home? And now you're telling me he doesn't know where you live. Wait a minute. So then she started going into detail about he wanted sex, and she told him that, no, I want to go and have my education. And I've been convincing her, like, you can do online classes or whatever. It's not hard. I can help you get into school. Just let me know if you need help with financial aid, whatever you need help with, I will help you. Because as a person with sickle cell, it does not mean that you cannot do what others are doing, or that you can't get a degree or a certification or a job, whatever, because you can. You're just a little bit different, and you have to just walk a different road to make sure that your pain doesn't get too bad. Sometimes I do get that the pain pops up out of nowhere and it's really nothing that we can do. I go through that on a regular. So, back to the story, because I got to get to the real story. I'm still talking. How long is this video? Okay. So, I'm going to try to hurry up and get to the point. She's also told me that he was a pedophile or something up to that type of, that was the impression that she gave me. The guy he was going to kill her, and then he was going to rape her son or something like that. So I got very, very protective at that point. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, this is not how this is about to go down. I got family in Atlanta. I can be out there. Like, we ain't finna do this. I don't think so. I will be 4'11" all over your behind. Height don't really matter to me. I don't care. Fighting is fighting. If I gotta fight you, just know it's either me or you. Okay? And if I gotta go against you, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make sure you don't get back up. Any and everybody thinks like that. It's either me or you. So, she gets upset when he blocks her. And after he blocked her, that was when she told me he wanted to kill her and the pedophilia stuff. So, I was like, listen, don't talk to him anymore. If he cannot support you, that you want to go after your education, leave it alone. No real man is going to tell you, no, you need to, well, what about me? Where is my time? He's not your husband, so he shouldn't get those type of benefits in my view. I'm very much celibate, very much single. I don't play those type of games, okay? Not at all. So I'm telling her, I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case and he blocked you, then now you see that this person really wasn't for you from the start. So just don't go back into that situation. Leave it be, because he blocked you. So obviously that's saying he don't want to deal with you anymore. Yesterday, well, the 21st is when I found out that she had taken my writing and that she had switched it and put her name. She literally erased my name off of it and put her name. She put her age. When I saw age 37, I'm like, wait a minute. At the time, I was still 30. I wasn't turned 31 to the next day. So where does 37 come from? And then I noticed she also changed the month. I was born in January. She was born in May. So I'm like, oh my God, she just stole my work. Bruh, are you serious? Why? And basically, it was people sending me the differences. They're like, girl, she's out here taking your credit, girl. You better step up, girl. You better do something. And I'm like, all right, send it to me. I got it. Let's go, whatever. I'm going to defend. Girl, you better go read the 48 Laws of Power, because that's what I live my life by. Don't play with me. So I put the differences in the writing that she did and what I did. And I didn't know initially that was the post she was going to try to share, because she did ask me, can she share it? And I did say yes. But I did not know it was in relation to that post. And I was under the impression that she would, just tag me and share it that way. But no, she literally took and deleted half of my details and put her details, which means she copied and pasted it. You didn't give me no credit. I'm like, I ain't getting no credit on my own writing. Like, that's foul. That's too foul. So then my publisher contacts me, and she's like, what is your problem? We said we weren't leaking the book online. And I'm like, I didn't leak anything. What are you talking about? Where is this coming from? I didn't leak it. You think I'm stupid? I'm not finna leak my book online. No. And it was coming from, my publisher is on my Facebook. So obviously she saw stuff before I saw it, because I hadn't been on Facebook. I was simply just in too much pain. I wasn't really making posts after that. But I did talk about the case study. I had all my proof, everything in there. So I went to her as a woman, and I'm like, why did you do that? What are you talking about? I said, why did you sit here and change my details, and then you leaked it? Like, why did you do that? Why didn't you give me credit? So she starts to say, oh, I did give you credit. So I went and looked at the post again, and I'm like, I don't see tagged by Kiera Owens, written by Kiera Owens. I don't see that nowhere. So, baby, to me, you just lied to me. And what you do that for? You just lied. You bold-faced lied. And I got proof right here. So I made a post. And, yeah, I was going in. The stuff I said, I was going in. I don't play them type of games. So, and I only did that because she texted me, you know, popping off on me, calling me a dirty, lying bitch, and telling me I'm batshit crazy. And I'm just like, how the fuck? Wait a minute, bitch. How the hell? What the fuck? You know what? You gonna make me lose my religion today. Today. Right now. You girl, I'm about to forget that I'm trying to be a Christian around here. So I'm just like, why you disrespecting me? You stole my fucking book stuff, and bitch, and you're trying to come at me, and you want to play victim because nobody saw what she was inboxing me. She was literally inboxing rude stuff to me, and then she's posting on her comments like, I don't know, I don't know why she's coming at me like that. Like, I gave her credit. Hold up, you just sat here and called me all type of names in the inbox. And I done told you, I don't tolerate disrespect. Because I came at you like a woman and asked you why you did that. And I asked you to take it down because you gonna get sued, sweetie. I'm trying to help you out. So you should have just took the help. Because you can get sued. If I would have never said anything, girl, they could sue you. All of that stuff has already been submitted to my publisher. You can't just be going and doing what you want to do. That ain't gonna work. So I told her if I knew that was the post you were going to share, I would have told you not to. But I didn't know. Anyways, so after her calling me all these names and whatever, I blocked her. Because she goes to her dude and she telling him certain stuff about me. And he calling me out my name, calling me all type of stuff. So my mom was like, Kiara, you just had a heart attack. Delete it. Block it. Don't worry about these people. She's like, these people ain't sheen better than you. You know who you are. Why are you stooping to her level? And I'm like, Mom, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to help her from getting sued. Like, they weren't finna be playing these games with you. They was really finna take you to court. Like, for real, for real. And then I would have had to testify against you, and I ain't finna get up there and lie. I'd have been like, yep, yes, Your Honor. She did it. Get her. Get her. Definitely. Because that's messed up, bro. Like, you took my stuff, you turned it and tried to make it yours. That's messed up. And what really pissed me off is when I saw other people with sickle cell and they're like, girl, yeah, you right, girl. And all this agreeing to like she wrote my stuff. And then she's like, she didn't say, oh, well, my friend Kiara wrote it. She said, oh, thank you. Bitch, hold up, thank you. That means you just took credit for my stuff. Are you tripping? You smoking something. So I really didn't understand why this girl was coming at me the way she was coming at me when I was just trying to do the right thing and help her. So, and then she let this dude disrespect me, which I wouldn't let nobody do her like that because like I said, if I view you as my sister, I'm going to be protective. This girl sat here and told me, and she was like, you must be gay because you don't want me to be friends with nobody. And wait a minute, back it up. Stop it. Get on a short bus. If I was gay, and I did, what do you mean? You're not my type. You would never be my type. So you sitting here trying to call me gay because I'm trying to protect you from somebody you said was going to kill you and rape your son. And you going to call me gay? Talking about I want you, girl? Not at all. Not at all. If I was gay, baby, you'd be the last person that I would ever look at. Don't try me. So just to be the bigger person and stop the situation because other people with sickle cell, they wanted to get into the situation and they were instigating. They were making everything worse. So I was like, you know what? I wrote her. I'm like, listen, it ain't that serious, bro. Like, I'll go delete the things that I said about you. I apologize. It was miscommunication and it shouldn't have went that far. I was being the bigger person. My phone, as we all know, has been broken since the 16th. So, with that being the case, I was like, my phone, while I was trying to delete the post that I wrote about her, because I had apologized, so why wouldn't I take the post down? And I told her to go take her post down as well. And just, it's over with. We good. It's over. We not beefing. So my phone cut off in the process of me trying to delete the post. Although I clicked delete, when the phone shut off, I'm guessing it didn't go through. So I go and look at my messages, and that's when I saw up under the post that she called me a dirty, lying bitch. And then she blocked me. And so I went on Instagram, and I'm like, what's all that about? And then she's steady trying to be smart, be rude, but you really don't know if you was in my face, you would have hit that flow. I don't play that. Don't get in front of me disrespecting me, sweetheart. If I don't disrespect you, don't disrespect me. Period. So I'm like, and she's like, you're so fake. I don't need no motherfucking fake friends. You're fake. And I'm like, how am I fake? What did I do? I deleted the post. No, you didn't. It's still up. So I went back to the page, or to my page, and I'm like, oh, okay, it did. It's still up. It didn't go through. So I'm explaining to her what happened with my phone. All of a sudden, she gonna start saying, I'm sorry, and, but guess what? Even though I said we cool, we cannot go back to being who we used to be before you did this. We can't do that. You called me way too many names. You disrespected me way too much for no reason. Because any person with common sense would protect a child and a person who has sickle cell and whatever else she may have. Any person in their right mind would have done what I did, which is to be like, girl, get up out of that situation. He blocked you, that's good. His loss, who cares? It's over with. But when she posted and I saw that he's back on there talking about, I got your back and all this stuff, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Why you lying to me? You back talking to this cunt after you done told me this man tried to kill you and he's a pedophile. You back talking and being friends. So this is when she wants to bring God into it, talking about, I'm forgiven. I turned the other cheek. And I never said me and him were dating. We're just friends. Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't be friends with somebody who's a pedophile and a killer. Why would I do that? And then when he did threaten you, he sent you the video punching himself. And then you sent me the video. And I'm like, why would you go back and be friends with this person? Are you like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, you know what? You don't even know your self-worth and you don't have no self-esteem. Because if you did, you wouldn't be sitting here back talking to this dude like after what he did to you. Because I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to forgive, but not to forget. Like after dudes done did stuff to me, it's over. It's over and done. Because if you really had wanted to be with me, and if you really wanted to marry me and do the right, you would have done the right thing. You messed up. So don't expect me to keep accepting your fuckery. But I got my own life going on. And that's why I'm single and I'm celibate, because I don't want to deal with no more people that have problems. You want to come into a relationship with me and you're starting problems. You're not coming in the relationship trying to make solutions. You're creating more problems. And I don't want that. And I don't want soul ties because I worked too hard to break soul ties between me and my ex. I worked hard to do that. And that was when I really started learning that when you're sleeping with somebody, that basically you're sleeping with everybody they done slept with, and whatever demons they have on them, watch this. Demon rhymes with semen, correct? So if you're sitting here letting a male ejaculate into you, you just basically just created a soul tie. Now, if you don't know what a soul tie is, you can definitely go and look it up. Because it's just and soul ties can ruin your whole life. Like you could start seeing your life just going crazy and you don't know why, but it's because of that person. And now you done took on their demons, plus the demons that you already was fighting. I don't have time for that. I just don't. And maybe you can call it stuck up, you can call it what you want, but I'm not going to put myself in that position. I already got sickle cell. I'm not going to keep putting myself in a stressful situation knowing that it's going to trigger my sickle cell. That's stupid. Okay? That is just really stupid. And so, yeah, I told her she didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? You don't have no self-esteem. You don't know your self-worth. And then I noticed, like, when I was going off on her, yes, I did say that you want to look like me and you want to be me. I did say that. I sure did. But that was accurate. I totally did feel that way because it seemed like everything I was doing, she wanted to do. I said, oh, I'm going back to school in February. On the 1st, I start my classes for medical coding and billing and stuff. All of a sudden, she's like, oh, me too, me too. Go listen to that Clip song called Mr. Me Too. Don't do that. And then it's like when I was wearing my hair a certain way, she get her hair that way. I do certain poses in my pictures. She do the same pose in her pictures. And then everybody is like, "Oh, that's her. That you should be happy. That's she likes you, and that's flattering." No, it ain't. It's annoying. It's annoying. And I don't like it. I'm the only Kiara Shanice Owens. There is no other. You cannot imitate me no matter how hard you try. You can't be a carbon copy because I'm that. You can't go try to be me. I was very, very, you know what? I'm going to just turn this video into a story time. And then the other video that I'm going to do about, that I was supposed to do in this video, I'm going to just do a second video. Because that's going to take, it's not, I don't want to like take attention from the other topic. So this will be considered a story time. After she apologized and said sorry on Instagram, we haven't talked. That was yesterday. And I felt like, why are you coming at me on my birthday? Like, stop it. And then you got people that's telling her, well, she ain't no real friend, because why would she do all that knowing you in the hospital? I just had a heart attack. Are you freaking tripping? Bitch, ain't nobody worrying about you. Were you worrying about me when I was in there dying and my heart stopped 3 times? You were not. So for people to sit here talking about something, I'm not no real friend, you ain't even see the half of what that girl messaged me for me to start going in on her like that. That's why I said what I said. And I still kind of meant half of it. Even though I apologized and I deleted it, I admit that that part was childish, putting everything on Facebook. But this all goes back to you not giving me my credit. You were telling people like that was your writing. I sat here, I'm like, maybe I didn't tell you that's for a case study and that it was already submitted. But I didn't know which post that you were, if I would have known that was the post you were going to share, I would have stopped you. I don't go back and look at my old posts. I don't go back and look at my old YouTube videos or lives or whatever. I don't do that. I just keep it moving. So I didn't know that's what she shared until really the 21st, because I wrote that maybe 3 days prior to the heart attack. And so for them to sit there and say, like, I'm foul because she was in the hospital, okay, but so was I. She didn't have no type of remorse for me at first, at all. And I got sent home after the supposed heart attack. Like, they sent me right back home. And my mom, she didn't go to work yesterday because she was scared to leave me by myself. Because if I hadn't gone and followed my mind that morning, I don't know what could have happened. because I don't like going to ERs no more. I've been mistreated so much. So now I don't want to go because it's like I don't want to be treated like that. I don't want to be judged. They judged the crap out of me. And then, as you can see, I was having a heart attack and I was still calm. I wasn't showing any type of symptoms of a heart attack other than the EKG, the heart monitor, everything. When it started to go off, everything started to go off. That's when they realized, oh, wow, she's having a heart attack. Like this is really happening. But I still had no reaction to it at all. Then they made me accept morphine, which I'm allergic to. They gave me IV Benadryl right before they gave me the morphine, but I don't like morphine. And certain hospitals are still saying that they have a Dilaudid shortage, but it's been like, what, 4 or 5 years? How are we still having that go on? Like, I do understand that we get our supplies from Puerto Rico, and when that hurricane hit them, it damaged everything. So I do get why at first we were having a shortage, but I don't really understand that now because it's like only 2 particular hospitals in my city that will give you Dilaudid. And then the other hospitals, they will try to give you morphine and fentanyl. And when even at the hospital Shands, that they tried to give me fentanyl there, and I said no. I said I didn't want it. I wasn't playing. Why are you trying to give me that when y'all were the ones who took morphine and said morphine wasn't working for sickle cell or whatever no more, and that y'all had Dilaudid now, which is supposed to be 10 times stronger? That was y'all choice. So why now are we flipping back to morphine? That crap has me feeling so sick. So sick. Stomach is hurting, all type of weird symptoms. I don't like to take morphine. I don't like to take morphine because I'm allergic to it, bruh. But that was all they offered. And the only reason I went there was because I had to get to the closest hospital possible, or I'd have been dead. Within 30 minutes, you need to hurry up and get to a hospital for a stroke or a heart attack, whatever. You gotta hurry up and get to a hospital or you done for, because stuff can start going wrong very quickly. And I was lucky that I got there the time that I did, and they were able to get me straight back to a room and everything. Because if I went somewhere else, there's no telling how long they would have had me sitting and just judging me for no reason. That's why I don't like ERs no more. But back to my point of, she knew that I had had a heart attack, and she did not care. She kept the drama going. After me trying to stop it multiple times, she kept it going. Then she brought the dude into it. And you just a cornball because what dude, white or black, Puerto Rican, whatever, what dude sits there and goes at a 4'11" female? I'm 4'11", possibly 4'8", so I'm between 4'8" and 4'11". So you coming at me, you calling me a liar? You don't know me, bro. How you sitting here calling me a liar and stuff when she's the one who told me you wanted to kill her and that you were a pedophile? That's what I was told. And I can't go by anything but what I was told. I can't sit here. I don't know you. And I even apologized because he was like, she said all that stuff out of anger. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what? My bad. I'm sorry. Didn't know. And then I even told her, I'm like, you need to watch your mouth and stop talking out the side of your neck because you mad. Because you could have took his life, and if I would have sat there and called the police or alerted someone or reported it and said that, okay, he's got a video of him punching himself, like he's punching himself in the head hard as I don't know what. And if I would have reported that along with the pedophilia and that he threatened to kill her, they would have arrested him. And then what would she have done? Because it's in the screenshots. So you can't say you didn't say it because you did. But to sit there, I don't understand that. When people get angry, you're always talking out the side of your neck. Like, do you not think before you talk? If you're that mad, walk away and go cool off and talk to that person once you're calm. Because your words can make or break somebody's life. seriously. And once you finish this video, please go on to the second video. I'm not sure if I want to combine them together or not. I might not. So it might be two separate parts. I'm going to do part one and a part two because we're already at 40 minutes into this video. So, and I know I be trying to do smaller videos because people don't want to pay attention over 10 minutes from what I've been told. So, like I said, this is a story time. That's a situation that happened yesterday, and I just want to know, honestly, if someone did that to you, would you go back and befriend that person, or would you just completely distance yourself? Because to me, people say the way they really feel about you when they're mad. So should I take that into accountability and just not even associate with this girl at all anymore? Or what do you guys think I should do? Because I have not written her back since yesterday. I have not said anything else to her after that because like I told her, you could have gave me a chance to actually finish deleting everything. Even though I was into it with you, the way you sat there and brought your boyfriend or whatever he is, the way you sat there and brought your boyfriend into it, I don't believe in that. If I'm finna go at it with somebody, it's gonna be me, myself, and I. I'm not gonna need a whole army behind me. And you don't understand that. For me to be 4'8", 4'11", whatever, I'm very intimidating. Very. I've intimidated dudes that was 6'6". So a female, to me, that's lightweight. That is complete lightweight. I don't have no fear of nobody. I grew up being told they bleed just like you bleed. Do what you gotta do. So I think that's where I'm gonna end the video because I want to go ahead and try to get started into the other one before my medicine and stuff kick in because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be asleep. So yeah, just answer that question that I put in the video. And like I said, once you finish watching this video and you answer the question, go to part two. Now, part two of today will be about Bryce Galley, who was a 17-year-old who was recruited to Georgia Tech. He was homeless, had a lot going on, and he threw himself in front of a train about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm just now finding out about this story maybe on Monday, so I'm going to talk a little about that in the next video. So if you are interested in hearing about that, then make sure you check part two out. I'm going to try to make sure part two is not past 20 minutes because this video is long as heck. And I apologize because initially I was just trying to use the two stories that I recently told to match into what I was going to be talking about with Bryce. So what I'm going to do is we're going to end this video. We're going to go straight over to part two about Bryce. And we're going to get into some more conversation specifically about Bryce. So what I want you to do is answer that question that's at the end of the video. And then once you answer that question, that's when I want you to go to the Bryce video. Because I don't want to talk about Bryce in the video comment section of this video. Because this video, we didn't discuss him yet. So just the comments, keep them separate. Keep the comments for this video on this video and keep the comments for Bryce on that video. I'm going to go ahead and work on that now so we can get into conversation about everything. But I will say I'm very hurt and just I feel very, very betrayed with what she did. And that's the whole reason why I'm like asking y'all what I should do. Because I feel like I should just walk away and not even be cool with her no more. Because if they do it once, they can potentially do it again. That's the way that I'm thinking. So let me know what you're thinking. Like the video, comment on the video. If you want to share the video, share it. But I'm not really concerned about the sharing part. I'd rather you give me thumbs up and comments more so than share it. But if you want to share it, then cool, share it. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. I'm so excited that we've reached 1K, and I'm going to do my best to get consistent with these videos. Thank you so much for your support. Just thank you. Like, I cannot say enough how grateful I am for Illuminati Media, aka Tommy, for helping me to get to 1,000 subscribers, because he shouted me out on his channel multiple times. While it's dudes that I was talking to on Facebook on not Facebook, but Instagram on a regular, supporting their channel, and I asked for a shout out on their channel, but they never gave me one. And I feel like that's because certain people are starting to see me as competition. They no longer see me as, oh, she only got 500, 600, 700 subscribers. They're looking at me like, oh, wow, she done hit 1,000. She done hit over 1,000. Damn. Now I got competition. That's how I feel like they looked at it. So like I said, thank you to Tommy. Thank you to everyone from his channel who came and supported my channel. I'm sorry I did not get to respond to y'all comments and stuff. And you probably don't even want me to comment at this point, because that was about, 2 weeks ago. So I'm giving everyone a thank you right here, right now. Thumbs up the video, aka like the video, comment on the video, and just show me some love. I love it. If you want to give me anything for my birthday, then my Cash App is GorgeouslyReal, and my PayPal is Kiara Owens. But I mean, you don't have to. It's up to y'all. Love y'all a whole lot, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.